Alright guys, it's Charlie Tango 1994 back with another YouTube video. Another sort of instantly recognisable rig this time around, and for those of you who don't know, this is President Lincoln. There is a President Lincoln 2, but this is the original model. Not really sure of the years of manufacture. I think sort of the early 2000s, something like that. So what is interesting about this rig is that they are fairly well sought after. They are kind of highly regarded with a lot of the CB and amateur radio enthusiasts out there, and there's a couple of YouTube videos where generally they're spoken very highly of, and that's mainly because they do have quite an array of features. Did have to pay a fair amount of money for this, over £100 to be fair, so it's more than your average CB, and that's because it truly is. So we'll talk about it being, you know, because it's got sideband on it and stuff, it is 11 meter, but it does also go up to 28 megahertz, which I think is referred to as 10 meter. So it is moving towards more of a sort of a ham radio than a CB radio, if you like, in that it goes up to some of the other frequencies that standard CBs don't. And as I say, it's a fairly feature-rich rig. If you're new to this channel and would like to see more CB related videos, feel free to hit the subscribe button below and watch out for new videos uploaded every Wednesday. If you enjoy my videos, don't forget to hit the like button or leave me a note in the comments section. Also, if you're new to CB radio, watch this video through to the end to find out more about the free gift I offer to all of my subscribers. I've had a couple of sideband radios in the past, older traditional ones. Had a Ham International Multi-Mode 2 and also a TriStar 777, and it took me a little while to get my head around how they work. Not that it's that difficult, it's just that there's a few extra knobs and buttons, and that's certainly true of the Lincoln as well. But the key difference on this one is that it's got a frequency counter, where the other two that I had were just channel indicators. So this has got a bit more going on, and to be honest, there's a few extra bits on here that I didn't get with the TriStar. Was actually the one that I ended up using the longest. So let me just talk through what you get on it. As I say, it's a sideband rig, so the top knob, if you like, is the mode setting. So you've got CW, lower sideband, upper sideband, AM and FM. And then this has got SWR built into it, so the knob on the right is your SWR and your calibrate, and then down next to the microphone socket you've got a dim button. You can see there. This has got a scan built into it, and then your span button, I'll show you that in a minute, and then down the bottom you've got your Roger bleep, so you can turn that on and off. Your band, so again I'll show you that in a second, and then you've got an F lock, so basically a key lock once you've got it set to where you want it to be, just to stop you from knocking it or anything else. You can lock out all the controls. You've got channel up and down, so that's fairly understandable, and then you've got the dial as well. As I say, I'll come back and talk about that in a little bit, in a moment or two. Up here on the left is your calibrate, not your calibrate, sorry, your clarifier. So certainly with sideband, you need to kind of adjust the frequency ever so slightly, usually just to trim people in so their voice doesn't sound like Donald Duck or too slow or whatever else. And then you've got RF power. So again, this is adjustable in terms of just tidying up any signals that you've got coming in. Then you've got your squelch, and this has also got auto squelch on it, and then your on off and volume control. So fair amount going on it. There were two other buttons that I wanted to focus on a little bit more. One was the span. So as I press the button, let me see if I can get it in. You'll see the little indicator underneath the numbers on the right hand side shifting. So I can use the dial to adjust, I think that would be 100 megahertz, going up by one single increments, and then if I hit span again, that's 10, and then single, so one megahertz, I think that is. So you can actually tune into, you know, if someone's slightly off or you need to hit a particular frequency, you can adjust it using the dial, and you can spin it right the way through. The other button that I was going to come back to was the band button. So there are a bunch of preset bands in there. Again, I've had to spend some time getting my head around where each one goes and what it hits. Been today just using it on the FM just to see what's out there, but it's been pretty quiet. But I have found that when I'm on the right band, the channel number doesn't actually tally up. If I want to get to 19, it shows as channel 29. I was thinking I was on channel 19. I was actually on channel 9, so that's how I found out. So well pleased with this rig. Sadly, I am going to sell this one on, but I have had it in mind for a while to make a decision as to what rig I want to, I want to keep forever, because in the nature of buying and selling rigs, I find that I'm constantly using whatever I've got in the house, and at the moment I've got 2 or 3 rigs in, so I never really have one that's a constant. The only one that really is the Colt 295 that I tend to take out with me when I'm doing my DX stuff, really, because it's small and it all sits in one big bag. So I am kind of thinking at some point in the near future to keep hold of one, just put one up on the shelf and not bother selling it. And I think a rig like this would be probably the ideal, in that it has got everything that I'm looking for, including the sideband. So it could be a good choice for that. I do need to spin this one though, to be honest. I need to get the cash back to get some additional rigs in as we get into the winter. Otherwise I'll have nothing to do YouTube videos of. So I will be putting this one up on eBay fairly soon, and we'll be getting some new rigs in to review for this channel. Alright guys, so that's the President Lincoln. Sorry, got a bit of a cold as well today, so I'm might sound a bit breathless or whatever, but not in not in the best of health today. So anyway, it's the President Lincoln, and I'll be back to you with another YouTube video soon. Cheers guys. Hope you enjoyed watching this video, and as a thank you to you, particularly if you're new to CB Radio or returning to it after many years, I've put together a free information series called The Beginner's Guide to CB Radio, which I'm sharing with all of my subscribers. To find out more, click the link in the top right corner now.